Her best friend's name lit up my phone at 2:17 a.m. She's having second thoughts. You should offer to pay for her dream car to reassure her. No punctuation at the end, just a command disguised as advice. I stared at the message, thumb hovering above the screen. The blue glow painted my room in the color of hesitation. My fiancée, my soon-to-be wife, sleeping soundly 2 doors away in the guest room after another late-night call with her sister. Her sister, right. I typed back slowly, choosing every letter with surgical precision. Understood. Then I set the phone down. Watched the reflection of the ceiling fan slice through the darkness like a slow blade. She wanted reassurance. She wanted proof of devotion. And apparently, that proof came in horsepower. My pulse didn't rise, my breath didn't change, but something, quiet and sharp, shifted behind my ribs. By morning, the wedding venue's coordinator received a call from me. My tone was polite, my reason was formal. Cancellation due to extortion, I said flatly. The deposit, non-refundable, was under her name. She insisted on paying with her account to feel more independent. She would get that independence now. When she came home that evening, she smelled like citrus and guilt. She smiled too wide, kissed too soft. "Rough day?" she asked, sliding her arms around my neck. "Productive," I said. She laughed. "Good, because I found the perfect car. You'll love it." I looked at her hands, perfectly manicured, trembling just slightly. I wondered if she could feel the silence between us tightening like wire. Later, I replayed the text in my head. Her best friend's tone was familiar, too casual, too involved. That kind of confidence doesn't come from sympathy. It comes from participation. So I started listening. To the pauses in her laughter when she scrolled through her phone, to the tone she used when her best friend's name appeared on the screen, to the way she said "we" instead of "I." Every detail felt rehearsed, every word balanced on a secret. And the more I noticed, the calmer I became, because calmness is the clearest form of fury. I began collecting fragments. Phone logs, messages, shared documents from the wedding planner. Her best friend's number appeared too often, always right after our arguments, always followed by her mood swings. I didn't confront her. I didn't ask questions. I smiled, paid bills, nodded through small talk. She thought my silence was compliance, but silence is preparation. One night while she showered, her phone buzzed on the counter. A preview line blinked beneath her best friend's name. "He's too calm. Maybe he already knows." I didn't open it. I didn't need to. The words were enough. I spent the next week building a pattern. Calls, locations, timestamps. They met at a cafe twice. She lied about visiting her mother both times. The third meeting was scheduled for a Saturday. I knew where. I knew when. So I arrived first. Sat at the far corner, coffee untouched, watching them through the reflection in the glass. They didn't touch. They didn't need to. Their faces told everything. Her best friend leaned forward, smiling the way a thief smiles when the safe finally clicks open. And my fiancé, my beautiful, naive fiancé, laughed. I watched her hand reach across the table, fingers brushing over hers. I felt nothing. Not pain, not anger, just confirmation. The kind that strips illusions down to bone. That night, she came home glowing. A perfume I didn't recognize clung to her like a confession. "I think I'm finally ready," she said, her voice trembling. "About the wedding, about us." I nodded. Good. She didn't notice the envelope on the table until she reached for her bag. Her name was written in clean, precise handwriting. Inside, screenshots, dates, times, transcripts. A copy of the venue cancellation notice, reason stated in bold, extortion. She froze. "What is this?" Her voice cracked on the last word. "Evidence," I said quietly, "of an investment that wasn't love." Her eyes widened, darting over the papers like she could rearrange their meaning. "You misunderstood. It wasn't—" "It was exactly what it looked like," I interrupted, calm as glass. Her best friend called mid-silence. The ringtone echoed like a siren in a morgue. She didn't answer. I stood, buttoned my coat, and took one last look at the woman I thought I'd marry. "The venue called today," I said. "They're processing the cancellation. The refund goes to the name on the contract." She blinked. "That's me." "I know." It took her a second to understand. Then the color drained from her face. "You canceled my booking?" "Our wedding," I corrected. "Your deposit." Her voice broke into a whisper. "That was all my savings." "I know that too." She stepped forward, tears cutting through her makeup. "Please, we can fix this. I made a mistake, but—" "No," I said. "You made a choice." I walked past her, leaving the scent of her guilt behind me. The phone on the table buzzed again, her best friend's name flashing in rhythm. She looked at it like it might save her, but it won't, not this time. The night air outside was sharp, cold, clean. Freedom always smells a little like winter. I didn't look back at the house. Didn't need to. It would be empty soon enough. She'd learned that betrayal isn't always punished with shouting. Sometimes it's silence that kills. Slow, deliberate, merciless. By morning, her calls started. Then texts, then apologies. I read none of them. Instead, I sent one message to her best friend. "You were right." She had second thoughts. Then I blocked them both. The city lights blurred through my windshield as I drove away, each one reflecting the same truth. Some endings don't need closure, just confirmation. And I'd already had mine. Final line. The venue was canceled, but so was her illusion. And that's the only ceremony I ever needed.